So the game I'm playing today is called Superflight, a score attack game where you play as an unnamed guy in a wingsuit. The objective is to fly around procedurally generated mountains in order to score points. More specifically, you need to fly as close to the walls of the mountains as possible, or fly through tight passageways, which are usually located near the center of the mountain. And that's literally the whole game, although to be fair, I wasn't expecting too much content out of something that only costs $3. This only came out about 3 months ago, but it's already been met with a relatively large amount of attention, most of that attention being incredibly positive. As a matter of fact, Superflight has already become one of the highest rated games on Steam, which is a phrase I utter a lot, I do realize that, but most of the time when I say it, it is in fact true. So what exactly is all the hype about? Well, you're gonna find out right now, so welcome to Superflight. So all you need to know about the controls is that you use the arrow keys to move around. Nothing else, there's no other controls in this game. You can use a controller, I do believe this game has controller support. It's a lot like conventional flight simulators where pressing the up arrow key will cause you to do a nosedive, and you use the down arrow key to move upwards. I do believe you can invert both the horizontal and vertical axis in this game though, so if you prefer that method of controls instead. So, basically what we're doing here is that we need to fly around the walls of the mountain here, and that way we earn points. So you do see your score at the bottom of the screen. That's actually disabled by default, but you can enable it, and I would recommend enabling it because it's useful. It provides very useful information about how good you're doing. We're just gonna fly through this arch right here. So yeah, usually flying through the arches will award you more points because they're actually surrounded by more walls. So basically, if you fly through parts of the mountain that is surrounded by more walls, then you earn more points. There's also different praises you can get, like some praises you can get like an awesome praise. I didn't get it right there. Oh my god, I almost got absolutely reamed by that one. Yeah, so don't crash into any of the walls, otherwise you will die, and you die pretty brutal deaths in this game. Your body parts just get like completely dismembered. It's kind of disturbing. Maybe even PTSD-inducing, but I guess it makes sense because, I mean, you are crashing into a wall at like 50 miles per hour. So, of course your body's gonna get splattered all over the place. So as you can see, if you fly too far to the bottom, that does not kill you, it just transports you to a different map. And like I said, all the maps are procedurally generated, and good lord are they beautiful. It's so cool too, because the mountains look like they're just covered in glitter. It's so pretty, and you have like these mountains that are like, that have like floating platforms. Well, they're not floating because they're actually connected to the mountain, and they do have trees on them as well. So that's pretty interesting, but they're like voxel trees. So there is no time limit at all. You're not competing against the clock or anything. There is no mode in this game that allows you to do that. And yeah, as you can see, a lot of these mountains are also comprised of like floating islands, and it's just so pretty to look at. It's a real treat for the eyes, in addition to the senses. This basically allows you to feel the adrenaline pumping action of base jumping without the actual danger associated with base jumping, like, you know, immediate death from crashing into the face of the mountain. So you can take the safe path like I'm doing, although you can get a little ballsy and fly into here, except that was kind of bad because that just led to a dead end, so I was stupid to do that. Yeah, as you can see, my high score is 101,000. Yeah, so there is no time limit, you can just keep going for as long as you want, it just depends on how good you are at dodging. Now, there is actually one other mode in this game. If I go to gameplay, there is a Zen mode right here, but the only thing that this does is disable scoring. It's basically the regular game mode, but you just don't score any points, so you're free to fly around the mountains. Just enjoy the scenery, but there is still the risk of dying, so it doesn't grant you, like, invincibility or anything. Also, if you want to play on a very specific mountain, there is also the map screen right here, which allows you to create your own maps, and I did create some off-screen right here with my own seeds. So what you can do when you create a map is that you can enter a random seed. It works in a similar way to Minecraft's world generation, whereby you can just enter anything. It could even be a name or a random string of letters. So for instance, I could just type something stupid like poop, and there you go, it creates a brand new map, and it does save it automatically. I kind of wish it didn't do that though, because whenever you create a map and it saves it kind of clutters up the whole map screen right here. But if you want to go to specific maps with different seeds, you can do that. This is one I generated by putting in my own username. This is another one I also generated, which is basically the same thing as this one, except there's just one, there's only one P instead. Let's go and try out the Robotnik 35 map right here, because I have been messing around with this a little bit off screen. Archway you can fly through right here. I do believe every time you fly through it, you always get the awesome prayas, or at least that's what I noticed from playing it off screen, so that's one way you can do that. Also, as you can see, if you stick around the walls, wow, okay, I just completely screwed that one up. Yeah, so if you stick around the walls for a prolonged period of time, you can also achieve score multipliers. So if you stay around it for about 10 or 15 seconds, you end up getting a ×2 multiplier, and then if you stay for a lot longer, you end up getting ×3 and ×4 and so on. Also, these pink squares right here, these are portals, and when you fly through them, you will not only obtain 1,000 points, but you'll also be transported to another map, and wow, okay. This one actually looks like Minecraft, because everything's all green and brown. Kind of looks like dirt. And with a little bit of stone in there too. Yeah, so the placement of the portals is also random as well. As you can see, there's like 4 of them that are placed near each other all at the same time. Okay, this is cool. Because this one looks like an actual mountain. This one looks like it could be an actual mountain. God, why am I stuttering so much? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, just fly through the platforms. Or fly above the platforms. Yeah, so sometimes the portals will just be placed randomly. Sometimes they can also appear within the mountain, like near the center. So sometimes they're easy to get to, other times not quite. So that is one way you can earn points, but that's a pretty easy way to do them. But then again, the placement of them is random, so you're kind of lucky if they even appear at all, or if they appear in good spots where you can easily fly to them. Let's fly down here and just see where I go to this time. Well, I end up coming to another mountain that looks a little bit like Minecraft. Yeah, I am gonna be honest though, the mountains do start to look a little bit of the same once you play this game for a prolonged period of time. Like, there does come a point where all the mountains do start looking identical. I do believe the color of all the mountains is random too, but after a while, they all start looking the exact same, so it does get a little bit old after a while, I will admit. This leads to absolutely nowhere, but can I land safely? No, I can't. I just, like, blew off, like, 2 of my arms. 2 of my arms. I mean, I only have 2, so I blew both of them off, because I am a mutant, apparently. So, let's try going to, yeah, the Pooh map over here. That's actually where I got the 10,000 combo that you may have noticed on the title screen. So you fly through this arch. I did actually have this, like, all mapped out. Like, I mapped out a way to get, like, the 10,000 combo. That's not it, though. It doesn't involve falling flat on your face and dying. So I fly through this archway in order to get the awesome prayas. I think I have to turn right here. I'm gonna try and keep this as long as I can. There are a bunch of achievements you can obtain in this game as well. Achievements for collecting a certain combo as well. Like, there is one achievement you can obtain for getting the 10,000 combo, which I actually managed to do it right there, so there you go. A 10,048 combo. That didn't defeat my previous one. I barely even tried pulling up right there. So there are a bunch of achievements you can unlock. As a matter of fact, I've unlocked every single one of them except for the hidden achievement, which is called Psycho. But it doesn't say how to unlock that one, so I have no clue how to obtain it. So yeah, this is like a very easy map where you can obtain a combo, a 10,000 combo. But you have to remember the pull up at that particular segment though. And apparently I'm having a really difficult time doing that. Yeah, see, and the thing is, you need to gain speed, because once again, this is like a lot of conventional flight simulators where if you pull up too much, you will end up stalling and you'll fall down. You'll have no speed whatsoever, and you'll just fall back to Earth. This leads to nowhere. Wow, just banged my head right on that, and I disintegrated. Yeah, so when you die, you can just restart that map again. So how about we fly over this? This is like a plateau. Oh god, I see like absolutely nowhere I can go. Wait, the crevice. The crevice, okay, the crevice also leads to nowhere. Where in the heck? Where am I supposed to go here? I mean, I could just generate another map. I do like this color scheme, though. It's all purple, with some grass here. Yeah, I definitely like it. I definitely like the colors. Oh god, I need to... I guess I'm going down here. There's like... Okay, there is like absolutely nowhere to go on this map. You know what? How about I just go into this portal and leave? Oh god, what is happening to the controls here? There we go. This looks a lot nicer because this looks like a mountain in the desert. Yeah, so those are supposed to be the trees right there. See if I can circle around. Yeah, that thing that I was attempting to circle around, but I was doing a very piss poor job at it. So yeah, I believe the trees are also randomly generated. Yeah, I'm just like slowing down right there so you can get a better look at it. Or maybe the camera can show it. Yeah, that floating thing right there is just comprised of, like, rectangular prisms. Yeah, quote-unquote trees. Using that term very loosely. Let's fly through the arch. Ooh, wow, okay. There was, like, 2 arches right there, and I just flew through both of them. It was a very tight squeeze right there. That was very good indeed. I got a 5,000 combo from that. I almost didn't pull up once again. This is the whole game, guys. This is Superflight. This is what you're getting for the low price of $3. Really not a whole lot to it. You're just flying around mountains, obtaining points. The way to obtain points is to fly as close to the walls as you possibly can. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So you can just go around and explore the landscape, explore the brightly colored scenery. The game is exploding with colors. If there's one thing I can commend it for, really love the different color palettes that all these mountains possess. I mean, to be fair, it can be a little bit eye-straining at times. I mean, if your eyes are sensitive to certain colors, yeah, sometimes the portals can also spawn directly inside the mountain, which is a jerk move. So, I don't know, the generation appears to be a little bit weird at times, at least for the portals. Yeah, then you also have these mountains, which are pretty much comprised entirely of floating islands. These are usually the coolest ones, though. Just an island floating in the air. I mean, all the mountains are pretty much floating in the air anyway. I mean, look at this. Look at all this open space out here. And I do believe you can also crash into the walls outside of the map too. Yeah, and the time of day also changes as well, and so does the color of the fog. You can also have like grayscale mountains that are just completely black and white, and so is the fog. And you look really out of place in the scenery too, because you're the only thing that even has color. So it can make for some really cool scenes though. I still like the way the game generates terrain. It's been tweaked to make some very pretty scenes. Actually, this is kind of grayscale, except the grass has color on it, but the mountain itself is like all black and white, as you can see. It almost looks like a broken TV screen almost, like the sides of the mountain. This is so cool. Love the scenery so much. Let's see if I can fly through this giant square-shaped arch right here. Oh god, I'm losing speed. Please and thank you. There we go. He's got a little bit of points from that. Yeah, and I believe the amount of points you get also depends on how fast you're flying, because I think to get the awesome praise by flying through all these arches, you need to be going fast enough. This just leads to another dead end. But I still got a ton of points, but I ended up breaking the combo. So there is also another really cool looking map that I tried generating off screen by just simply typing in Robotnik. Yeah, look at this one right here. All these pretty colors. Like, it's just a bunch of pillars. It's just a bunch of pillars, and I was really mesmerized by this. Yeah, but you can kind of see how this looks kind of similar to a map I played earlier in the video, with all of these platforms attached to the pillars. Like I said, sometimes the mountains can look a bit similar, but the color palette is almost always different. So I'm pretty sure the game chooses colors for the mountains at random. Where's this portal gonna take me? Oh god, I can barely even see the mountain down over here. Yeah, some of these colors are just really random. It doesn't look like it fits the scene very well. Fly through the arch. There we go. I didn't get a lot of points for that for some reason. I felt like I should have gotten like 1,000,000 points for that. Please don't let this be a dead end. It is not a dead end. There we go. Got a lot of points for that one. Okay, this rectangular shaped one as well. Yeah, fly through here too. Very good. So yeah, you also earn more points the closer you are, but don't fly directly into the face of the mountain, otherwise that will cause you to die. A very painful death. Yeah, you know what? I think I've oh my god, I almost died there. I think I've said everything that I've wanted to say about it, honestly. So, it's just a really cool game. A really cool game where you just fly through beautiful, randomly generated mountains. See all the different layers, too. So, I really love the way all these mountains generate. It makes for some really pretty scenery. Some of the prettiest scenery I've ever seen in a video game, and I really do mean that. But I think other than that, guys, I am going to leave this video here. Okay, I don't think that led to anywhere anyway. Yeah, I don't know if those yellow squares is supposed to be like blood or something. If my body just like squirts out blood whenever I crash into something. Also, I guess the vegetation kind of resembles flowers sometimes. Yeah, it's a really odd-looking vegetation, though. So, once again, using the term very loosely. I'm gonna just fly down here just to see what else we get. Okay, this is kind of nice. We have a little bit of another grayscale mountain right here, with some colored fog that reminds me a bit too much of Superman 64. Actually, this is a game where we are flying around, so even this just kind of reminds me of Superman 64 in a way. Okay, please leave. Alright, there we go. Now we got a much cooler scene right here. Very nice. I like these kinds of mountains in particular. They have, like, plates. Like, look at that. There's just, like, this giant plate balancing on the top of this, like, the tip of that pillar over there. So cool. So beautiful. There we go. Just fly right through that. Get that 2x multiplier. I just missed that portal. Okay, what is going on with my legs? Yeah, see, the wind kind of affects my character, too. It affects, the way his legs animate. So it's really cool. He has, like, wind physics on him, or he has, like, aerodynamics. So, I absolutely love this game. Even though it's, like, so simple. Just everything about it. I just love to absolute death. Yeah, there we go. Here's a true grayscale mountain, guys. Everything's in black and white now. There we go. You're the only thing with color, too. Kind of eerie, I guess. Can make for some eerie landscapes at times. It's so beautiful to just fly through all of it. It's just so gorgeous. I can't get enough of it. But yeah, so that's Superflight. That's everything I have to say about it. I think I will just deliberately crash here because I am done. I'm done anyway. Oh, good God. I'm pretty sure I got, like, decapitated there. Good lord. Well, like I said, I guess it is realistic, because you're just flying into the ground, 50 miles an hour, like, blunt force trauma to your skull. Well, maybe I can try ending off this video while still flying around. Yeah, there was also this other map, that I found, called Trip. Yeah, this really cool color scheme, combined with the dark background. I really do like this one. Kinda looks like neon, in a way. Yeah, because everything else is brown, but this is just like a bright cyan color. Yeah, by the way, when I say Trip, I'm referring to Trip from Facade, but still, the result I got was, like, really cool, so I just wanted to show this off very quickly. So I'll try flying around, this mountain while I'm trying to end the video. So, yeah, that's Superflight. So, just a very simple little, flying game. I had no idea where to go there. A very simple little flying game where, you know, you're just flying around mountains. I don't believe you can do backflips, unfortunately. No, you can't do that here. Not sure if you'd be able to do that with a real wingsuit, honestly. So I don't know, I never tried base jumping before, nor would I ever want to, because I will very much admit, I have a fear of heights, okay? I'm not afraid of standing on a ledge that is elevated more than 50 feet off the ground. I go into full panic mode if that were to ever happen. Ooh, okay, that was, I turned to the right a little too early there. I was trying to be all cool with that one. I'll try to be cool with this one instead. There we go. That was awesome. Yes, indeed. Yes, it was, and I deserve the amount of points I received. Well, even more, I would say, but still, it's okay. And oh yeah, there we go. I can squeeze right through there as well. Nice. See how many points I can get on just this mountain. See, but I can't stop playing it now. I want to keep playing this because it's so simple, yet it's surprisingly addicting. You always want to come back for more, even though you know that it can get a little bit old and tiresome after a while. But you just keep on coming back, because, I mean, the scenery that you see is not always the same every single time. Maybe that's why you keep on coming back for more, because you get to see new stuff all the time. You see? It's just like floating. It's all like floating platforms and whatnot. I just love it so much. Here, let's just try and get a few more points before I leave. Thank you. There we go. I at least managed to get 10,000 points on just one map right here. Fly around mountains, collect points, or if you just want to fly around the mountains and not worry about the points, if you're not a competitive person, you can do that too. You can activate Zen mode. Funny thing is that you get an achievement for just playing Zen mode, which, again, some of the achievements, they do feel like they're just handing them to you. Like, you're not really accomplishing anything by getting them, but some of them can be a bit difficult to obtain. You probably won't be spending, like, a great deal of time with this. Like, this is something you might be playing for maybe 10 or 15 minutes at most, because that's just the kind of game that this is. These are games that are meant to be played in, like, short bursts of time rather than hours on end. It's not like a gigantic AAA experience or anything. It's just a small little indie game developed by 3 university students. Don't expect too much out of it, but the amount of content you get for $3, it's definitely worth checking out, I would say. Okay, I thought I had missed that portal there for a moment. This mountain just looks like it's frozen, like it's covered in ice. I really like this one in particular. I really like the way this one looks. In fact, I think I'm actually gonna die on purpose just so I can save it. Save the current one. There we go. so I can play this again at any point in time. Yeah, there's the actual seed right there, and I can just reset the camera. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Superflight. Just a cool little score attack game, or it's just a game that allows you to fly around procedurally generated mountains and just soak in the beautiful landscape. You know, another one of these games that encourages you to just relax, put your mind at ease, wash away all your troubles, at least for a short amount of time. Or I guess if you're waiting for something else to download and want to kill some time, then you can use that game for that purpose too. So if you want to purchase it, links in the description. It's not available on any platform other than PC, and I don't know if it'll be brought to other platforms. Maybe it won't. But if it ever does, I'll update this video's description, of course, with the new links. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Later!